What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? 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 What if I go
was my first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. Whoa, I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive. And this can be the end. I won't just settle for being your friend. Our broken bond is not too late to mend. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. She said, boy, I want you to walk right, so I can give you one more chance. You're only living in your damn head. Without you by my side, I can't survive.
Saudações, caros specs, sejam bem-vindos ao canal LR Games Runner. Chega, mas galera, com essa lazinha marota aí com a quarta parte do Alan Wake 2. Vamos continuar aí as aventuras do nosso escritor. Cola com a gente, live on, bora lá. Bom, o último gameplay foi aquela questão lá do ritual. Ele conseguiu falar com a Saga, que lá do começo, será que ele já vai aparecer na praia? Então, o que vai desenrolar? Na frente tem um eco relacionado ao... como é que fala? A seita?
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act. Like a cloud of wrath, the dead dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget, marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
Você pode conferir. Não. O rádio com os ecos de suave, a gente já sabe. Marcações, ritual, alguma coisa no ar. A porta parece de um bunker. Não temos nada. Mano, sempre essas escadinhas, né? Voltamos na estação do metrô de novo. Vá para o apartamento, é verdade, a gente tem que sair para ir, ó.
The station had changed. I was closer now. Parliament Tower, our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Eco ali, hein? Vai, fi.
Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger. Was Alice here? In the story?
Olha, o elevador vai abrindo pra mim, tipo, só vai. Só vai, Alan. Vixe.
Dê uma moral no TikTok.
Assombrado,
Me
iniciação
ajude a bater
3.
a meta de 1K de seguidores para poder.
Não pode esperar a porta se abre. Então, conforme o bot falou, né? Quem puder. Dá aquela Morales.
Get out! Leave me alone! Alice! Alice!
Alice.
Escolher fotos para a cartela de mostra.
This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Será que o Scratch saiu e as pessoas acham que ele é o Alan?
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Vídeo, arte, doc nas telas, multi. Ponto focal do lugar obscuro. Vou dar uma explorada antes de olhar ali o... Opa. Parte 1.
Alice's memory card.
Vamos assistir o filminho.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made
Olha, meu
money.
brother. Tamo junto, man.
He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
E a luz piscando ali.
Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster.
Sr. Scratch. Mr. Scratch.
He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why? I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Loop me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Ixi. Se matou? Return. É o último livro, seria o terceiro? Oxe, acabou de começar o bagulho, já acabou? Então o que saiu lá na praia, na verdade é o Scratch, não é o Alan.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away.
Mano, o bagulho é confuso, hein?
Look, I know it's batshit crazy.
Eu sei que é maluquice.
Memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Os dois tomando cafezinho é foda.
Mr. Wake, Alan, we've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the Dark Place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something? Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa. Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to
Vamos ver
start.
se a gente consegue desenrolar essa
If we find
história, hein?
that, then we find the cult.
Então,
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
nossa, tem bastante prova, hein? Wake diz que é possível acessar o lugar obscuro do fundo de Cauldron Lake.
Huh. Keep trying. Right.
É uma outra realidade estranha.
The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff.
Outro mundo ao qual você chega por Cauldron Lake, lar da presença obscura vazando por dentro do nosso mundo através das justas posições.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon. Standing inside the trailer, at the outskirts of
Bagulho tá
Watery,
desenrolando, hein?
Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her. Her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air. But she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Oxi.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Wake, ele se lembra de escrever muitas páginas quando estava no lugar obscuro. O que tá escrito ali?
Hi, welcome.
Okay. Pat's favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, Bogey's Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin!
Ah, esses caras é foda.
Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims. It's not haunted. No.
Esse cara é doido.
Come join Mocha Moose and the goats at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously, it's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun.
Slow Roaster, dá pra ver o trailer.
Beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
This is the third time I've requested something. It keeps going on by its...
Sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried?
I swear I brought my full kit along.
Dirige até o water. Ah, dá pra me escolher pra onde eu quero ir, então.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the Salt Shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
Ambientação nova, hein?
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Moça local.
A vote for Mayor Setter is a vote for everyone. For Watery.
Mayor Seta will stand up for justice. The flooding is even worse here. More like underwatery. I'll have to tell Casey that one later.
Hey, what did you used to say your dream job was as a kid? I bet it wasn't dock worker.
I don't know about all that, but idle hands are the devil's playground, so...
Well, us fishing types appreciate you all, at least.
Não dá pra entrar na água.
Hey, where's the time gone? There's just a wretched husk of what used to be me left.
Watery's definitely quaint.
Tem nada pra lá aparentemente.
Good day. I bet they have good fish here.
This time around. There's only so many times I can keep fixing the same hole.
Nada. Valhalla. Valhalla.
Enjoy your day.
Fale com Ilmo Koskela para encontrar a casa dos sonhos hoje.
Mom's family was from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this. Saunas, lakes. Seems nice. Enjoying the sauna?
You bet. The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. I'm just waiting for Ati to wrap up his show so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
Vizinho manguaceiro, então.
Ever heard of the cult of the tree?
The half deer, half man monsters? Oh, sure, I've heard of them. They're the reason I can't risk taking walks in the forest anymore. If one of them shows up, how am I supposed to get away? I can't run with a bad hip. I'd be killed for sure. I could maybe use my crutches to defend myself. Do you think that'd work? You're the professional.
Probably smart just to stay in the sauna for now.
Valeu, Pegasus. Tamo junto, meu brother. Vou falar com os tiozinhos de toalha aqui.
Hey, Seva. A sauna doesn't fix what ails ya. You're a goner.
They also say silence is golden.
Mano, sauna? O bagulho tá parecendo que tá mó frio, mano. Sei lá.
Have you heard old Pat's radio show lately? Yeah, I fear he's losing his grip on reality.
Tá me dando muita munição, hein?
I don't care to listen to pointless jibber jabber. Not on the radio, not in the sauna.
Ah, tá. Aqui sim é uma sauna, porque... Falar, porra, ali fora tá mó friar que os caras saem da sauna e vêm aqui fora.
Whoa, sure is nice out here by the water.
Pelas motocas ali, reunião dos motoqueiros. Bora lá.
Hey, Saga! Over here!
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you. Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening.
I need to find a specific trailer in town. Can you help me with that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories?
So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
Are you familiar with the Cult of the Tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh? It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
So... your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Jaakko here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really. Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is. Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
Profiling is the key. Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Jaakko, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous. Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Jaakko. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer. Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction.
Quais das partes são falsas e quais são real? E um era dono de estacionamento de trailers onde eu supostamente morei E me chama a oradora mais engraçada. Rose me reconheceu da lanchonete Bartfall, disse que mudei depois que Logan morreu.
A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga. All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yaku and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand.
Yep.
The Coscalas think I lived in the trailer park. With Logan. The story really is changing people's memories.
Sinistro, hein?
Mine affected.
Ele acha que eu tinha um trailer aqui, esqueci a chave para o meu trailer está no Coffee World.
The spare key is at Coffee World. First the witches at the diner. Now the Coscalas. They all think Logan and I used to live here. Wake said the horror story would make people crazy. Like they're being brainwashed to believe the story. Is it spreading? There's Coffee World. Need to get across the river.
Aí temos um mapa. Opa. Conversa. É uma conversa ali, vamos voltar lá antes que a gente... Será que é aquele cara ali? Não. É dentro dessa loja, não entrei aqui.
Excuse me. Do you know where...
He's in the middle of a show.
I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed. Okay then. Catchy tune.
A Rosa. O monstro do lago desce de Water. Uma fonte anônima enviou uma fotografia para nossos editores, alegando que foi durante a última lua cheia, uma fera majestosa escondida nas pontes d'água, uma água pegadinha. Opa. Boas-vindas ao Coffee World. O que é isso aqui? Esses montes de nomes. A discussão sobre o início da carreira de Zen na Finlândia, sua comunidade de artistas Bright Falls, Tom Poet. Tom the Poet, um filme de Thomas Zane. Uma alfinetada da luz ao Thomas Zane. Eles serão Thomas Zane como mergulhador, Barbara Yeager como uma presença obscura, Cynthia Weaver como a Mulher da Luz, Emil Hartman como assistente, escrito e dirigido por Thomas Zane, baseado na obra de Alan Wake. Então, o cara não morreu. Um mergulho terrivelmente estranho nas profundezas obscuras da mente do artista. Bom, quero investigar primeiro aqui o bagulho do trailer, depois a gente vai pro Alan. Olha o servo aqui, ó.
Such a shame.
Ponto de interesse, agora tá uma conversa ali fora. Peça do alce. Monstro. Lume morto. Nicolas, será que as pessoas que morreram?
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry, no, I wanted to ask you about something else. Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks.
Hi. Então. Agora a gente pode prosseguir para o Coffee World.
What was that?
Pegou a arma na mão, tá ligada, né?
FBI, show yourself.
O que é aquilo lá? Ah, roda gigante. Então o menino não quer brincar. Opa! Oxi!
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both? There's a rhyme over here.
O doce animal de bela coroa corre pela mata como com um temor se amontoa. Do caçador ele foge por entre as árvores do bosque para sair vivo.
No. Ugh.
O doce animal da bela coroa corre pela mata com um temor se amontoa. Tem mais alguma outra coisa aqui pra eu pegar? Ou são só os Breganites do cervo? Boneco do alce, boneco de cervo.
That's not right. Nope.
Nope. O doce animal de bela coroa.
Nah. Okay.
Push.
Jesus. Another charm. Good thing Logan made me this bracelet.
Calma aí, antes de fechar a janela aqui que vai começar a chover. Olha o bichão bugado ali, ó. Ixi, mano.
Great care to maintain this group. As you prepare to break ground, you plunge your shovel into the earth.
Tá porra. Caralho, truta. Fui mexer no túmulo aqui, maluco frito.
Não
se preocupe, então você sabe o que vai acontecer com o Tomioka. Ao Orochimaru.
A gente conseguiu mais um pingente, pra quando a gente for falecer de arrasta pra cima. O caminho é pra onde? É pra lá? Não, é pra lá mesmo, porque pra cá não tem saída. Não, tem sim. Dá pra gente dar a volta também. Então vamos explorar a casinha, a gente tá aqui mesmo. Cabana de caça de water. Vai criar um save point aqui. Errei. Pergaminho? Pergaminho. Manuscrito?
Saga was beginning to see why Casey disliked the woods so much. They felt oppressive here. Too many places to hide. The distorted carnival music drifting from the amusement park ahead did not help. What the Koskulis had said about her living in Watery with Logan unsettled her. For the horror story to involve her was one thing, but involving her daughter was crossing a line. Something darted across the path ahead, too fast to see. Saga drew her weapon. Her eyes searched the woods. A noise overhead. Saga swiveled to look. A local, a man on the ridge above her. No, not a man. A monster with a hatchet in each hand. It shouted down at her. Hunting season was a bust!
There's another cult stash.
Oi, se você pegar a besta, coloca na caixa depois de mudei o código conforme. Espada gigante.
Another one of those cult boxes.
What had kept Watery afloat all these years? A century, if not more. The locals knew the answer. Grit. Or as they put it in the language of their Finnish forefathers, sisu. These days, sisu was needed more than ever. The town was fading. It never quite recovered from the lumber mill shutting its doors. Now the fishing was drying up as well. Most people had left to find jobs in other towns. Only the most tenacious stubbornly remained. Dug in. Parasites in the body of a terminal patient. Sisu. Some people tried to resuscitate the town. The Koskela brothers double-handedly warded off the impending darkness with their ventures. Coffee World brought tourists, money, and jobs. Coffee-themed fun for all ages. The Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club built parade floats. The bikers repaired vehicles and volunteered locally. But it wouldn't be enough. Watering needed a miracle. The end of the road was in sight.
Cara tá
It was
falindo.
coming fast.
Encontrei outro possuído morto perto da torre do rádio. Parecia ter sido espancado até a morte. Tinha uma lancheira. Um negócio estranho de tricô perto do cadáver também. Dei um jeito no corpo, mas é a terceira vez esse mês. Fiquem todos atentos. Precisamos encontrar esse cara e mostrar para ele que a receita da árvore fala sério. Bom, que a gente já explorou, aqui tem a caixa. A gente precisa dar um jeito de abrir essa caixa aqui, né? Pô, tem uns virotes lá, eu nem vi, ó. Oh, opa. Mudei o código conforme pedido. Será que tem algum lugar que pode me dizer onde? Sete. Sim. Ah, tá. No 5 tem. E no 7. No 1 não tem. 3, 5, 7, será? Não, tem aqui, ó. 2, 5, 7. Ou... Ah, acho que eu entendi. É 5, 2, 7. 5, 2, 7. É isso. Sabia? Olha, agora vamos dar uma de The Walking Dead. Se não estiver usando a máscara, isso não pertence a você. Se fuder. Brinca com nós agora. Agora sim a gente pode prosseguir aqui a aventura. Pra lá, né? Doido rádio.
Welcome back, and boy, do we have...
Área de piquenique.
Another rhyme.
E cadê os bonequito? Três jovens servos saíram a buscar um bom lugar para comida e brincadeira. Um jovem servo não voltou ao lar. Dois corvos choraram a tarde inteira. Puta, cadê? Caralho, será que eu larguei o bagulho do corvo lá na praia lá, mano? Eu não peguei ele.
Keep trying. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't look right.
Três jovens servos saíram buscar um bom lugar para comida e brincadeira. O servo é aqui.
Think, Saga. Ugh.
tem 2 lobos ou 1?
I'm never gonna get used to this. More of those kids' lunchboxes.
Eu abaixei meu rifle de cima do capô do carro e observei a carnificina. Os zumbis tinham quase vencido, mas por sorte eu estava lá. Às vezes os heróis são pessoas que menos esperamos. Agora minha cidade enfim está em segurança graças a mim. Pendurei a peça do ferro quando quem sobre o ombro mais uma vez. Quem sabe pela última. Os moradores saindo com cuidado do seu esconderijo sobreviveram a mesma carnificina que eu vi e gritaram meu nome. Eu acenei e eles gritaram de novo. Agora eu finalmente podia voltar para minha trilha tranquila e despretensiosa. De livros, jardinagem e artesanato, além de ser o principal nome da micologia do mundo. De repente uma mão me agarrou pelo pulso. Eu olhei nos olhos do escritor gentil e sensível que eu conheci desde a minha infância. Um sorriso se espalhou pelo belo rosto dele. Eu me senti em paz pela primeira vez desde que os zumbis apareceram. Você conseguiu, eu sabia que você era capaz. Agora podemos viver em paz até o fim dos nossos dias.
A charm.
Aumenta a resistência contra o desequilíbrio e a interrupção. Aumenta a saúde, ataques e desequilíbrio inimigos. Bom, achei que na parte de cima foi tudo, né? Mexe com nós. temos nada.
Another lunchbox.
Oi, figura heróica. Acho que algumas folhas de papel do meu projeto particular da fanfic foram parar em algumas dessas caixas, mas eu não sei em quais. Publiquei algumas online e estão tendo avaliações muito boas, mas eu agradeci se você não lesse. Privacidade, questão de privacidade. E essa casa aqui? No meio do nada, brother. Tenho 12. Mais balas. Aumenta a capacidade de carregador. Apesar de 2 tiros consecutivos na cabeça para dormir por mais tempo. Isso aqui é interessante. Mas isso aqui é melhor para caber mais bala, né?
Saga had lost count of how many shots she'd fired, but she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
Aqui pra andar de pedalinho. Tem um caminho aqui, mas tá alagado, né? Então não dá. Supostamente é aqui. Seria aqui, mas tá alagado. Coffee World. Dá pra combinar isso com o que é isso aqui?
Scratch stalked through the forest, a terrifying dark presence in the night, more sensed than seen. Darkness boiled in his skull, like a storm cloud crammed into a bottle. The woods were alive with those he had taken. They were coming with him, directed by him, his army of darkness. His singular purpose was a sharp, pulsing black hole in his head, waves roaring out of it to whip his flock into a frenzy, filling them with his purpose. The clicker. He wanted it, to make his horrific ending to the story come true. The art was there, the clicker would push it across the final threshold, a detonator to send out a tidal wave that would spread to overtake reality. He was so close to claiming it. The Taken gibbered and shouted, straining against their invisible leashes, filled with bloodlust. Scratch let them go. They launched themselves into the night with violent glee. He ripped a signpost from the ground, swung it in his hands as if it was made of air. Ahead, the music started. It called him on. Let the final Deerfest commence.
Ô, mano. Por que eu não consigo descer aqui no... Ah, tá. Ficar ali no parque pra gente poder...
Hello? Anyone here?
Coffee Wording.
Did they get out? Did the Taken get them?
Os possuídos o pegaram?
Or were they turned into Taken?
Ou foram transformados em possuídos?
I'll need to get the key to the trailer park myself. Coffee World. The most caffeinated place on Earth. And yet nobody's here to help me get that key.
O clique. Aqui. Galerinha, a gente chegou aí no mundo do café. Depois a gente continua com mais gameplay no canal. Espero que vocês tenham curtido uma excelente semana. A gente tá de volta com mais gameplay no canal. Valeu. Fui.